Excited once again this evening to share my testimony and also talk a bit on the products on a very interesting topic that is women health. For those who are new on this call, my name is Reverend Dr. Simon Malusi. I'm a very excited member of New Life, a distributor, has gone up to the director level. This is my just about to start my 4th year, and I'm happy. As Pierre Rosa said, was invited by a friend of mine through Pierre Rose. He is called Morong, Reverend Morong, and I decided to attend at least to please him because being a medic by profession, it was not anything exciting to me by the invitation. Not to mention it, having been in Nairobi for a long time, I knew all the tactics of the community prisoners and so forth. So when I got the invitation, I thought it was those guys who are just trying to make a joke with me. However, just to please my colleague, Reverend Morong, I attended, and presentation was done to me, and I learned about the 3 things. That is, one is health, the other one was about making extra money, and though I don't come from that area where you recognize people's death by dropping coins if they don't wake up, I am sure everybody needs money. So, and the last one was something to do with a lifestyle. My main reason and why for joining was because of health, because for the year 2017, I had a great challenge with my daughter. She had been unwell, having been admitted in the best hospitals that we have within the nation, and being attended by the best practitioners, the experts, but she had not recovered. After I listened to what was presented to me, I was happy and I said, let me be guinea pig. So I started by using the Provitality, and when I found that I had achieved some changes, then I said it was the right time. I could now give the products of New Life to my daughter. To cut the long story short, she got well within a year, and as we talk, she's okay right now. She has even secured some employment, and also because of the product, she has a beautiful young girl. Now, why have I remained there after achieving the health? It's because of money. And also the impact that I'm making to the people, because in this opportunity, it is more exciting when you touch the lives of others. Otherwise, financially, that gives you satisfaction and comfort, and that's why I've remained. I'm doing it on a part-time basis because I have consultations every week. I make at the Upper Hill Medical Center on the line of in vitro fertilization. I don't know why PT decided to give me to talk about women health. Maybe it's because she knows I'm dealing so much with the ladies and the men in the IVF. So this evening, I want to welcome all of you to our topic, which is also another interesting topic on women health. And I talk of it with a passion because we all know that women health is very, very important. Why? because the women play a great role in our families, in organizing our families. And somebody said, when you take care of a woman, you are taking care of a nation. So it is very nice when we talk about their health, because women are also the gateway to families' health. Imagine if they make for us junk food and the rest, then we will suffer. Our health will not be all right. So they need to maintain health so that they are able to also put us in a healthy lines. And finally, due to the nature of physiological and biological body makeup, women are somehow susceptible to several healthy challenges. So I feel very excited to share things and concerning the women health. Please allow me to share my screen. I hope it will not misbehave like last time when professors slides did not want to come out. Okay. No. I'm trying to bring it. Okay. Just a minute. I see if, oh yes, share. Good. Yes, so my presentation is on women health. And as I've said in the introduction, is that it is very important to discuss the women health. I had said several reasons, the roles they play in organizing family, also taking care of women is taking care of the nation. Women are gateway to families' health. And again, due to the nature of the body makeup and the body reactions, it is are very important to learn about them because they have several healthy challenges. And as we look at this, it's good to note the developmental stages. So women normally have, like any other human being, three main developmental stages. The first stage is what we call the adolescence or puberty stage. Normally, from the literatures, it covers 10 to 14 years. We must also notice and realize that people and like ladies are maturing slightly earlier. We have had evidence of people who are about 9 years giving birth. So there are all these changes, but that is the first stage. The second stage is what we call the reproductive or pregnancy or premenopausal stage.
Daktari,
And this normally covers.
Daktari, please click on a slideshow so that it's larger.
Oh, yes, again, yeah.
You are almost there.
It's not getting there.
The next one now. No, Okay, that's better. That's okay.
Yes, thank you, PT. So as I was saying, there are those stages, and the second stage is what we call a reproductive or pregnancy or premenopausal stage, which normally starts at 15 years of age. And the initial science and the literature was drawing it up to 50 years. But again, as I said earlier, the current science shows that some of the women are getting to menopausal stage at around 40 years. And then the last one is the menopausal stage, which normally would start at 50 years and above. But due to the way we are feeding and so on, it is starting early as the 40 years. Therefore, for the proper family health, the woman's health must and should be up to date in these three stages. So the things I'm going to talk about will cover these three stages, but I won't talk on each separately. So for the women to retain their healthy status, they need a lot of supplementation because of what I described earlier when I talked of the biological and the physiological changes. And in this presentation, I shall try to limit myself to general women health rather than handling specific health challenge conditions like heart diseases, infertility, polycystic ovarian syndromes, fibroids, arthritis, and others, because these can be handled separately as separate topics. So mine will be more on the general women health. For the ladies and the women to maintain their health, there are several products that are very, very important. I will talk mainly of 4 and then mention the others. The first one, which needs to be taken throughout, is what we call the Pro Vitality. And pro normally means 4. Vitality means life. So these products are good for keeping us alive and making us very vital in our activities. The Pro-Vitality will help to tackle both the typical nutrient and the phytonutrient. When we talk of phytonutrient, we are talking of the healthy, beneficial plant substances that help prevent various diseases. So Pro-Vitality will help to tackle the typical nutrient and the phytonutrient gaps. Pro-Vitality is good for general body nutrients absorption and waste extraction, because one of them is of the contents of Pro-Vitality is the whole grain trenan, which will play a major role on what I've said. Other component of Pro-Vitality is the carotenoid, which is a basic immune booster. And I think at such a time, when we have the third wave of coronavirus, Pro-Vitality becomes very, very important, because the carotenoid will supply you, will boost our immunity status. And for the sake of proper immunity, you may need to add some other products like vitamin C. You will need to add some vitamins, because they are very, very, very important. The other one is that our organs and the body systems need to function well. And in Pro-Vitality, we have a component or a product called omega-3 salmon oil plus, which will activate all our organs and the body systems, including heart, brain, joints, and so forth, to function properly. It is very good for the ladies in their life time during their developmental stages, and much more at their pregnancy or reproductive stage, because once they use it, it will help even in the development of the infants. Then there is also what we call the multi which would help our body cells to remain as they should be. So we say it is good for body cells maintenance. That is the first product that if a lady wants to remain healthy, I would recommend to take it all through. The other one is what we call the chelated calmac, and this is a seashell derived product. And our calmac is coated with amino acids. That's why we say chelated. And this will support as a super and a proper absorption. When the ladies take chelated calmac, it helps for all stages of women development, because in most cases there is the development of bones for the woman and also for the developing baby. So it is very, very important. Again, a chelated calmac will alleviate what we call PMS, that is the premenstrual syndromes. These are symptoms like irritability, bloating, food cravings, depression, and mood swings. These are very common conditions we observe with the ladies. So to get rid of such and make a family happy, as I said from the beginning, the chelated calmac is very important. It also helps to prevent what we call osteoporosis, and this is the hardening and the fragility of bones. Because as we grow, as the women develop other physiological reactions due to pregnancies, loss of blood every month, you'll find that there are a lot of hormonal changes, and there is also deficiency of calcium. All this will interfere with the bone strength, and to maintain it, you'll need, or the ladies will need to take the chelated calcium magnesium, the calmac. The third product is the omega-3 salmon oil plus. This is very important, particularly at the reproductive stage. How will it help the ladies? One, it activates almost all body organs and systems. It makes them to be active. The body organs, liver, kidneys, heart, and so on. The blood system, the nervous system. Then it is an excellent supplement during pregnancy and the lactation periods, because it will contribute towards the baby weight at birth, not baby, at the baby weight at birth. So the expectant mothers, once they take this, the baby will come out very strong of the right weight. It is also good for visual and cognitive infant development. We all want our children to be bright, to come up okay. So omega-3 salmon oil plus, when taken during the pregnancy and also at the lactation, you find that the children, the baby, will develop with a good brain, good memory, and this is a very important. In fact, the American Academy of Pediatrics has recommended highly on the use of omega-3 salmon oil plus to all premenopausal women. That is as long as you are within the puberty up to the reproductive age of 40 or up to 50, omega-3 is highly recommended. And also it relieves the symptoms of primary dysmenorrhea. This is the pain that ladies or women tend to experience during their menstruation. So this is a product that I would recommend highly, and it's also highly recommended for use by the women. Then the second last is the feminine herbal complex. This has 10 different herbs which do several things within the body. One of them, it is supports women hormonal balancing and menstrual cycle. So, the menstrual cycle is dependent so much on hormones. If there is hormone imbalancing, you are likely to have irregular periods, which may result to other healthy challenges. So feminine herbal complex will support the women hormonal balancing and the menstrual cycle. It also restores the feminine physiological and emotional balance to make the women be in good moods all through, and also the functionality of their bodies. It is also good for what we call feminine well-being and the relieving of premenstrual symptoms, just as we talked about the previous product, the omega-3. Then it is an excellent stimulant for muscle relaxation. And this is very important. It will take away some stresses, which may cause a depression, and it is quite excellent. It is also good for the management of anemia, heart and blood vessel diseases. So and then having noted that ladies tend to lose blood every month during the menstruation, they are likely to get anemia. Now, when they use the product, feminine herbal complex, it will help for the management. Also, some of the heart diseases and the blood vessel diseases, they will be acted upon. Not to mention that feminine will also help in taking care and preventing people, particularly ladies, from the common women cancers, the types of cancers that we all know, things like the cervical cancer, the breast cancer, and so on. And finally, it also gives optimum metabolic support. The feminine herbal complex will help in the whole process of metabolism within our bodies. These are really the 4 major products I would have wished to discuss. However, there are some others. Like what we call skin care products. The outlook of the women matters so much that their skin health care products are of paramount importance. Use of skin care products help to retain a good skin texture and also prevent some skin health challenges, not to mention the beauty part of it. So I don't want to talk so much on this, but I thought it's good I mention a few of these products, things like aloe vera gel, body love, nourishing hand and body lotion, Insta lift eye gel to take care of the wrinkles that appear around the eyes and so forth, portraying some age and so on. And finally, the nutrients organic 3-step system. This will help the ladies and make the ladies look healthier because they will look younger for longer. There are other recommended women supplements, just to mention them without going far into them is that things like New Life Shake have been recommended, chelated iron, particularly to build up the body, the blood the cells, then cruciferous plus, flavonoids complex, zinc. You remember also we need zinc for the immunity purposes, lipotropic, the multimineral, vitamin E, vitamin B, and also the other one within the apart from vitamin B, it is what we call vitamin B complexes, all the multivitamins. And with that, I think I've covered what I thought was very relevant for the women health. And obviously, as I said, I feel like I need also to mention that the ladies, as they take all these products for their health, is also good for their in-house to use what we call the home care products, because it will promote their health when they do not expose themselves to the chemicals that otherwise would cause other healthy challenges. Otherwise, thank you very much for listening to me. And also, I count it a privilege to have had an opportunity to address our esteemed distributors this evening. Allow me to take it back to our president team members and have a nice evening. Ladies, keep younger for longer. Thank you. Back to you, Pete.
Wow. Thank you very much, Daktari. You can now stop sharing. So thank you, team. Thank you, Dr. Malusi, for that great session that you've been able to take us through. It's really wonderful coming from you as an expert, and we really appreciate. And for sure, I chose you because I knew that you deal with ladies' issues all the time, every day in the hospital, and I knew you would help our ladies. So, and of course, even men around here, we have ladies in our lives, and so we need to help them so that they can be able to get help from the products of Neolife. I'm really liking the fact that you are able to add the skincare products on top of that, because as ladies, we are very careful about how we look. And so the skincare products
are really getting some breaks.
Someone had asked a question about the lotion. The lotion is called Nourishing Hand and Body Lotion. So aloe vera gel is different from Nourishing Hand and Body Lotion. So we use the skincare products, we look younger for longer. We use the supplements and we keep younger, we keep healthy, because right now ladies go through a lot, including cancers of the reproductive system in ladies. So with those very many words, let me now welcome our next speaker because of time. We have a great speaker coming on because they just became our brand new directors last month. And so we appreciate them for what they are doing in the team. They are really wonderful. At least I knew this couple had been using the products before, but now we started talking about money and they were bought into the business. So we are so excited and privileged to have them this evening speaking to us. And I want to welcome our next speakers, that is Mr. and Mrs. Bett, to come on board and talk to us. Welcome.
Thank you so much, our leaders, our PTs, Josephat and Pieros, for that great introduction that you've given us. We are really honored. And thank you for giving us this opportunity to share with you this evening. I also want to congratulate Dr. Malusi, Reverend Dr. Malusi, for that great insight on women health. It was really awesome. With me here, I'm Elizabeth. I'm seated with my husband, Charles. And as you've heard, we are the brand new directors. And I know this month somebody else will be the youngest. So we are really happy to really be part of you and to share with you this evening. So we've been in this opportunity for the last, this is the 4th month, and it's been an amazing journey. And we came into this opportunity looking to get something extra to add on to what we earn, and eventually have financial freedom, where we'll have to choose when to work, who to work with, and live the life that we've always been wanting for ourselves and our children. So I'll go straight into the topic of today, which is on patience, persistence, and perseverance. So I'm going to share my screen. Just a moment. Yes, I guess everybody can see that. Patience, persistence, perseverance. They are more or less the same, especially the second and the third, that is persistence and perseverance, as we'll see as I do the presentation. So first of all, I'll go by way of showing you a clip. I don't know whether anyone can recognize that man. He participates in the Tour de France. He's called Lance Armstrong. He's a 7-time world champion in this sport of cycling, Tour de France. So, and of course, he's somebody who's been practicing, who's been patient with what he's doing, and he's been able to win that title. So that should open our minds into what we are going to discuss today. So by way of definition, patience is the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, problems, or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. And we say that patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. So what we mean by patience, it's accepting, that temporary delay in something, that suffering, slight suffering, loss of that social esteem when you're talking to people about this opportunity and they're not seeing it, they're not seeing any sense about it. So you don't become annoyed because somebody would maybe say something to you and you feel, no, that's an attack on me, and you start getting annoyed, and you may even start throwing your hands in the air and all that. So we are told we should have that patience. You accept, you tolerate delay, problems, or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. Because in the long run, when you become patient, those people will turn out to be either your customers or your distributors or your downlines. So we should always practice that, have that patience. I know most of us lack it, and sorry to say this if I offend the men. Men mostly are quite impatient because you find that maybe you are going out as a family or as a couple. The man will be out within 5 minutes, but the ladies, you find you stay longer, 10-15 minutes, and they keep waiting for you. Sometimes they may not be that patient, and they may start becoming impatient and calling out and all that. So in this business, we should learn to have that patience. Then the next point I'm going to define is persistence. That is the quality that allows someone to continue doing something or trying to do something, even though it is difficult or opposed by others. So this persistence is you continue doing it. The first person will tell you, no, that thing will not work. I am not interested. I am not getting in. The second one, the third one, the fifth, the 10th one will even tell you, I was there for 5 years. I didn't achieve anything. I mean, you will not get anywhere. So in as much as you will meet that opposition, in as much as you will find it sometimes difficult to even understand some things yourself, do like attend training, understand what people are doing, talk to your upline, you know, because if you persist in trying to know it, to learn how to do that business, to learn how to overcome that, the no's or the things that people bring or tell you about the business. So if you persist, after the 10th or the 11th no, you can get 1 year that can really move your business to the next level. After the 15th no, after the 20th opposition, you could get the 21st person that will turn around your business. So you have to have that persistence. You don't give up. You don't give in to what people are saying. You push towards your goal and know why you started in the first place. So the next one I'm going to define is perseverance. Perseverance. Perseverance is doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. We say that in this business, you need between 2 and 5 years for you to achieve something tangible. So 2 to 5 years might not be so little time for anyone. So in the first month, you may not really do much. The second month, the third month. So remember, this is something long term, and we are talking of 2 to 5 years for you to really achieve something meaningful. So if we start giving up in the second, the third month, you know, we are losing out. So we should be persistent in as much as we will have difficulties, in as much as we will have challenges along the way, in as much as we are seeing that we are not achieving the results that we've been wishing for, we've been setting ourselves to achieve in the time that we've set ourselves. Don't give up. You be persistent, because delay does not mean you will not get there. It will mean that you are doing the right thing, you keep doing it, and eventually that is where you will get, is in achieving your goals. Because when you quit, of course, now everything goes back to zero or negative. So the only way is to persevere and to keep going. Then the next thing I'm going to share is I'll talk about what will help us in achieving the three, that is perseverance, patience, and persistence. So to be persistent we need to be persistent in setting goals for your marketing program. Better yet, make them intentions. That is, you have to first of all sit and set your goal, then be persistent in that goal. If it is talking to 10 people, that is what you need to be doing on a daily basis. If it is 5 people, if it is reading a book, if it is following up, keep doing it, and you make it an intention, whether you feel like or not. I mean, you do it regardless. If you've set something that you need to do on a daily basis, do it, whether you feel like, whether your mind is telling you, oh no, people will say this or that, or people will not even respond to your call. Do it, whether your mind is saying yes or no. Just do it. Be persistent in doing something every day that will move your marketing and sales program forward. So anything that will ensure that you are making progress, talking to people, following up on people people who've shown interest in the products, people who've shown interest in coming for our meetings. Those are the things that you need to be doing on a daily basis. Be persistent in learning the new skills necessary to succeed in changing the marketing world. So new skills come in form of training, the training that we have almost every day. New skills comes in form of reading books, motivational books. New skills come in form of listening to podcasts and YouTube of motivational speakers, or people who've been in this business long enough. There are several of them. And at least we are privileged to have the internet or the information era, where we are able to tap into the knowledge of so many people worldwide. So we need to tap into that, learn new skills every day, because they say if you don't learn, or learning is a continuous process. You stop learning, you die. So you need to acquire new skills, especially to aid in doing your business. Then be persistent in your social media initiatives. If you've set out to either promote events through your social media, keep doing that. If you've opened a social media page where you talk to people about the solutions that we offer through our products, do it on a daily basis. I mean, anything that you set yourself to do on social media, ensure that you set yourself a time during the day that you engage on that. Then be patient in knowing that much of what you will do, you will not will not have immediate impact. So be patient with yourself. Don't talk to 2 people today and then expect all of them to join immediately. It may not be immediate. The impact or what you're explaining to them may not be immediate for them to join or to buy products. So be patient. Keep talking to more and keep following up on the people that you've already engaged before. So I'm going to give an illustration. I don't think I'll read all this about this amazing man who lived in his era called Abraham Lincoln. He really faced a lot of challenges. He really faced a lot of failures along the way. And eventually, he became an elected president of the United States. So you can see there from the age of 22, they've listed what he was able to achieve, what he faced opposition or didn't achieve, and eventually he became the president of the United States at 51. So it's the same way as we start out in our business. That is like the same way that the wave or the flow that we go through. So we should be prepared, knowing that it will not be a smooth ride. There are times that you will succeed. There are times that you will face a downfall, but that does not mean that you are not good enough. Because you can see he really vied for several posts. So many he was defeated, but eventually he became the president. So this is the record of Abraham Lincoln. Throughout his life, he suffered far more defeats than victories, but because he never gave up, he won the highest office in the land, and he is considered one of the many Americans to be the greatest president the country has ever had. So the same way, let's not give up. Let's keep pushing, because I know today will eventually turn to a yes, 3, 5, 10 years from now. So don't give up if you're not getting the results that you want, as long as you're doing the right thing. Talking to people, making follow-up, inviting for meetings, eventually that will come your way. So being persistent, you have to create goals. We've talked about it earlier. So you have to first of all set your goals, and they must be realistic. Don't set a goal like you've joined this month, next month you want to earn $500,000. I mean, it's not being realistic. So set realistic goals and follow through. Maintain your goals. So that is follow through with the plans that you have. And in planning, you have to plan for success as well as failures. Because if you are only prepared for successes, when failure come along the way, you will not be able to handle. So prepare yourself mentally for that. And you're told that you should be able to revise your goals as many times as possible to align with what the new knowledge that you've gotten and the new way of doing things. That will make you go ahead. So just a way of encouraging all of us, know that you're built to last. You can see there are people fallen besides that man standing. Look at yourself as that man who is standing. You're built to last. No matter what comes your way, have your goals in your mind. Be focused on your whys. Be focused on your life, because there are those who failed and they would want everybody else to follow them. There are those who are not going anywhere and they want everybody else to be there with them. Don't be among them. You are, just know that you're built to last, and you have everything it takes. You have the patience, the persistence, and the perseverance for you to achieve your goals, and even more, and inspire others along the way. So thank you so much, our leaders, for that short time that you've given me to share. And I hope it has helped us to really do our business in a big way. Thank you so much and have a good evening.